Chief guest, Miss Khyati Kohli, who is the managing director of Punjab's fastest growing digital news channel, True School.
So basically, अभी आपने बोला कि we should develop a habit, right? Being a creative person, I want to be a makeup studio artist and an nail tech.
तो सीखने के लिए बहुत एक्साइटेड होते हैं लेकिन जब हम इंटरमीडिएट पर पहुंच जाते हैं तो वो एक्साइटमेंट चले जाती है.
Why are you doing what you're doing? A lot of talks that you will see or a lot of motivational sessions that you will attend, they revolve around the why, the purpose. A very good afternoon to all of you here. How are you all doing? Are you excited for the workshop? Yes. Great. So today I am going to share a lot about my journey, but I want this to be a mutually beneficial and learning experience. In the last 5 years of my working, I have gained a few lessons that I would like to share with all of you. But before I do, I would love to know who I'm interacting with. So I usually start with an icebreaker question. And my icebreaker question for today is, because we're talking on the theme of entrepreneurship, it is very important if you want to eventually start something of your own, it's important for you to know why. So why are you doing what you're doing? A lot of talks that you will see or a lot of motivational sessions that you will attend, they revolve around the why, the purpose. So my first question and my icebreaker question to all of you is, what is your purpose in life? It is a very deep question and not one that's easy to answer. So, first question to all of you, what is your purpose in life? People who think they have the answer figured out, please raise your hands. People who know, kids or students who know that this is my purpose in life, I'm very clear about this. Great. Raise your hand higher so we know. It's okay, don't shy away, be as open as possible. You guys will interact more and have more fun in the workshop then. So, yeah, great. I can see more hands. Awesome. Anyone in the back? Great. So, whoever raised their hands, just stand up once. Great. So, quickly, can I know your names and your purpose in life?
My name is Aditi, and my purpose in life is to become a kind person to the people. In the
Great.
world.
Awesome. Kindness is a very important, and in fact, in these days, I feel like we don't see it as often. So it's great that you think that being kind to people is important to you. It's a very beautiful purpose to have. You guys want to start?
Yeah, sure. So I am Purnima, and being a creative person, I want to be a makeup studio artist and a nail tech.
Alright, so what's your purpose in life?
This is my purpose. I
The-
want to
you
become
want-
this.
You want to become this and this
Yeah.
is yours. So just speak it in one line. My purpose
My
in life.
purpose in life is to become a makeup artist and a nail tech.
Awesome. What about you? What's your name and your purpose in life?
I am Sumanpreet Kaur. My purpose in life is to become a web developer.
Alright. We're talking about jobs here, right? So this is what I want to become. So that's
Become
in.
financially independent.
Oh, great.
Mainly.
So your purpose in life is to become financially independent, right? Awesome. What about the others who are standing? Let's start from there.
My name is Ritik Kumar, and my purpose in life is to become a king of coaching center, coaching industry.
King of coaching industry. Okay. So what coaching industries or coaching institutions have inspired you so far? Can you name?
PW, Physics and Khan. I want to serve the rural areas.
Great. And awesome. You can have a seat. Others who are standing, please. Yeah.
Myself Shruti and I want to be a chef. So for that I want to open a restaurant, a baker, something like that.
All right. So do you cook right now?
Yes. It's a very nice one.
Okay. Awesome. What do you cook? What's your favorite dish to cook?
Recently I baked a cake,
Okay. So what flavor?
vanilla.
Vanilla. Great. We'll move on.
Hello, my
Hi.
name is Nitish Sharma and I want to become a graphic designer.
Okay. And why do you want to become a graphic designer?
मैम क्योंकि मेरा इंटरेस्ट है.
Oh.
My name is Chirag Sehgal and I want to become a storyteller and writer.
Storyteller and writer. Do you like to read stories also?
I like to read comics.
Comics.
I just like to read the motivational ones.
You like to read motivation. Anyone else that I missed? You standing, Nancy?
Ma'am, I am Nandini Sharma, and my purpose in life is to become a good researcher in mathematics.
Researcher in mathematics. Very interesting and very rare, I must say. So that's great. Good luck with it. You can have a seat. Awesome. So now, before I do that, I will tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Tati Kohli, and I graduated from the University of Southern California. I did a bachelor's in business administration and a minor in web tech and applications. So in my 4 years that I spent in the US, there are a few learnings that I did take away from there that I would like to share with you. One thing that my education in the US has taught me is, and the difference that's there between Indian education and the US education is, typically, I'm not saying for all institutions, but typically we end up learning more life skills or more practical skills in the US because the kind of assignments that they have, it's more about the critical thinking, decision making, so you are really forced to think out of your comfort zone, which typically doesn't happen as much in the Indian education. But hopefully with the new education policy, I can see a ray of hope and things might change around here as well. And there are good institutions in India also coming up that are changing its educational policy so as to adapt to the new ways of thinking and learning. So that is one of the few things that I learned. Other than that, when I was 20, I wrote a novel called The Shames on You. Now, The Shames on You was a completely fictional story, and through that story, so what happens in the story is there is a woman who commits suicide, so who dies by suicide, I would like to correct myself, and her daughter, her 17-year-old daughter, is completely clueless why her mom has just died by suicide. She thought she was perfectly happy in her life, and what could be the potential reason that this happened. So she goes on a journey to find out the reason why her mom had died by suicide. So I do have a few copies here. If anybody is interested in grabbing a copy, feel free. Once I wrote this, the reason why I wrote this again was because I saw the disparities. India में क्या होता है, छोटी-छोटी चीजों में inequality बहुत ज़्यादा है. In little things, I'm not saying big ones. Things are changing, not to have a completely negative approach, but at the same time, there are disparities in India. So I would just like to share my example, and please, if there are any other examples in the room, I would love to hear those. Both boys and girls should participate in this because it's not just a woman-related discussion. So when I started working 4 years ago, I started with is this a little disruptive or it's okay? So I started with a male co-founder. Thank you. I started with a male co-founder, and initially we would meet a lot of new people in the office. So a lot of new people would come to meet us. So I started noticing something funny. They would walk in, they would shake hands with my male co-worker or my male co-founder, and they would just greet me with a nod. So versus bahar aise professional settings mein, this is not a thing. Whoever you meet with a shake hand. In India, I notice people are either hesitant to shake hands with women, or in workplaces especially, for whatever reasons. Maybe they're trying to be respectful, maybe they're trying to make sure that the other person is not comfortable, but that said, there was this disparity. So it's a very small thing, it's a very small, somebody might just ignore it as well. But these are things we should not ignore. Reason being, if you're really aiming for equality on the bigger level, we need to take care of these things, these little practices that are happening and are giving out the wrong message. So taking this topic up, I started this show called Uneducating the Youth. Uneducating the Youth mein kya tha? I started talking about little practices, small practices that we're doing in daily life that are giving out the wrong messages to youngsters like us, and then we are learning those messages from our older generations and we are taking them forward. So that's another thing that I did. Before talking about True Scoop, I would just like to show you this video that will talk about the work that we've done, and then I can get into our journey of why we started. And
We help millions of creators improve their SEO to grow their YouTube channels. TubeBuddy is a platform that helps you stay
Best of luck to channel True Scoop and its subscribers. True Scoop को बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद भेजो।
पंजाबी में एक बात है कि उसको कहते हैं चढ़ती कला, शायद आपने सुना होगा। तो बहुत ही चढ़ती कला वाला माहौल है।
Today we are going to ask you a few questions to understand the current standing of Punjab and envision what the new normal will look like.
Lengthy lockdown will kill more people than COVID. This was a statement by Mr. Narayan Murthy, founder of Infosys.
I would also like to mention that Google News, Geo News and Daily Hunt, three of world's largest news aggregators, feature True Scoop News. Not like a typical news channel, we just post what we think is right or what we want the people to read. We love to share your story.
Alright, so here's a brief about True Scoop, and I will just share some more pointers with you. So we started True Scoop in 2018 in the month of October. And the reason why we started True Scoop was very simple. So our why was because we wanted to present our audience with something that they can trust. In that time, there were a lot of local media portals coming up. A lot of channels would just start. A lot of channels would just start with a normal website and one person on the backseat, and then they would start writing news. And their revenue model that they picked up was they would write news against you, and whether it was true or not was not important. They will just try to malign your image, and then eventually they would come to you for advertisements. And if you advertised with them, your bad mouthing would go away. If you did not advertise with them, they would continue to write bad things about you. Whether there was truth in it or not was not important. So it was happening with a lot of private institutions that the media portals were blackmailing them into giving advertisements. And people were fed up. Of course, the authenticity was also getting compromised. Readers who were consuming news, they did not know what was going on in the back end and how it was influenced by their revenue model. The whole news was actually getting influenced by whether somebody was giving them news or advertisements or not. So we started True Scoop with the clear thought that we wanted to stay authentic. We wanted to give our readers the real picture, the true picture, and that's how we started True Scoop. Another thing that we've been doing with True Scoop is action-oriented journalism. Now, action is an important part of entrepreneurship as well. There is this term called bias for action. All successful people, all good entrepreneurs have bias for actions. Now, आप लोगों ने अपने friends में भी देखा होगा, there are people who love to talk, who love to just plan things. So मैं इतने ये करूँगा, इतना का होके ये करूँगी, whatever. They have big plans, but when you look at their real life and the actions that they're taking, they don't match. The words are big, the actions are not coming in. Good, successful entrepreneurs typically, and if you read good books also, they talk about bias for action, meaning instead of talking too much or planning too much, you should obviously and any day try to prioritize action. So if you can do something right now on the plan, you should be working on that instead of just sitting and planning for long hours and then seeing and waiting for a fine day to come when you can actually put those into action. So I will discuss about all these points in just a while. But TrueScope has also been trying to do some action-oriented journalism, where we did this thing called Polyend with Municipal Corporation Jalandhar, and we put an end to single-use plastic items. How we did it was we conducted action camps in schools and colleges, restaurants. We went to them. We asked to stop using single-use plastic items and then replace it with better alternatives, and we also gave them the list of alternatives that they can use, and eventually we declared them plastic free along with Municipal Corporation Jalandhar. Another thing I just shared with you is uneducating the youth that we are already doing. We are also doing digital news workshops. We've done one in Thapad, we have done one in, we've been to CP, Lovely, and all the other, we're going to Chitkara tomorrow. So we're doing a lot of digital news workshops where we're just interacting with students, and we are, of course, one is you guys need to have fun. So you have fun with news, which is rare. News ko usually सारे boring समझते हैं. So we try to help you figure out how news can also be interesting. So we make it fun, we play games, but we also tell you how to decipher what's misinformation, fake news जो typically term use की जाती है. It's actually not the right term, but common language में की जाती है. So how can you tell what's fake and what's real? So we help you figure that out in digital news workshops. And then Poly and Municipal Corporation, and then we're also covering startups. So Inception Tales is our feature where we are covering startup stories and founder stories. So if you guys have anyone in mind, or if you guys have started a startup that's unique and original, we would love to hear about that as well. Now, although I'm glad that I wasn't invited to speak as a woman entrepreneur here, but there are times when I get calls, oh, you know, we need a woman entrepreneur, and can you come and speak with us? So one thing I would like to clarify, like I did about the handshake, there is nothing, so when a male comes up and speaks, they are not labeled as a male entrepreneur is here. So why does that disparity have to be there? I mean, I know there are not as many women entrepreneurs locally and otherwise also, but I strongly believe that labeling us as women entrepreneurs is somehow will discourage the chances of more women entrepreneurs coming up. Let's try to keep this as equal, as healthy as possible, and in the longer run, this should not be a big deal. Oh, a woman or woman was here, so it's just normal for a woman to be here. Let's try to normalize that as much as possible. Now talking about entrepreneurship, the topic that I'm here for. What do you guys know about entrepreneurship? If you could define it in a term, tell me. What words come to your mind when you think of entrepreneurs? Yeah.
Innovating new ideas and bringing them to the public.
Innovating new ideas and bringing them to the public. Great. What else? Yes?
Starting a new business.
Starting a new business. What else? Yeah.
Solving a problem in society.
Very good. Solving a problem in the society. I think that is a big part of a startup. If you are working on a startup, ideally you should be solving a problem that exists in the society and nobody is solving it yet. So very good point you've come up with, solving a problem. What else?
Filling the gap of demand and supply in the market.
Yeah, definitely. So something that already doesn't exist, but there's demand for it. So that, sorry? Free to consumer?
Free to consumerism.
Free to consumerism, but okay, so you're just joking about it. No worries. What else? Any other words that come to your mind when you think of entrepreneur? Shark Tank, maybe?
Yeah.
Does anyone watch Shark Tank?
Yes.
Yes? Who do you like? Who's your favorite judge?
Especially Rishi.
Anupam. Okay. Alright. So another point that is important for a startup is scalability. When you read the definition of a startup, it's also important that your startup is scalable. So one is you should be solving a problem, you should be doing something that is not already being done, and then second, it should be scalable. So scalability means you should be able to grow it. So there's a term right here, growth with a repeatable model. So ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए आपकी जो आपका मॉडल है वो एक पॉइंट पे आके रुक जाए. A true startup is something that can grow infinitely given funds and everything goes in their favor. So that is also an important part of a startup. Some other terms that are right here are pitch deck. So who knows about a pitch deck? Have you ever made one? Okay, is anyone running a startup? Let's start with that. No? Is anyone thinking of running a startup in the future? Great. Okay, so do you have ideas for it? Have you thought of something? Yeah? Don't share it right now. Okay. So glad that you guys are at least interested in doing something like this, because abhi in India there has been a great boom in the number of startups, and this is a great time for us to start. In fact, while the world is not doing as well economically, but India is still at its best. So ideally, it would be great if you guys have something, just start working on it. My one recommendation would be start small. Typically what happens is we plan too much and we think we have the perfect plan and this can just work, and then we invest big into something, let's say. That is not the ideal way to go about this. A reason being, you don't take feedback from consumer into mind. At the end, the more user-oriented your business model is, the more consumer-oriented your business model is, the higher the chances are of it going viral. We'll talk about that also, but my favorite saying or quote for that is ready, fire, aim. Ready, fire, aim. What does this mean? Can anyone tell me? Yeah. Yeah.
You should act first, and you don't need to aim at anything particularly, you just need to act.
Just do it and then make your aim, because then you have, very good, then you have your consumers' feedback in mind, and then you can aim better without having that's a big gap that people don't take into account. So that's
let your work speak.
Exactly. So let your work speak for itself. Just act on it first and then see how it goes and what is the feedback, and then get better at it. So that should be the ideal way to go about this. Then valuation. So valuation is basically the value of a startup. There's a proper formula for this and how to calculate. There are companies who just valuate your startups. So you can also consider those in the future. Value proposition. This is a major one. So value proposition is the product benefit for who and how. So anyone has heard this term before? Value proposition.
Basically, it is like कि आपके कुछ करने से किसी को क्या फायदा हो रहा है,
Exactly.
किस aspect पे हो रहा है.
Exactly. So for who and how. किसको हो रहा है और कैसे हो रहा है. These are two important. And then burn. Does anyone know what burn is?
How much you are spending on a startup.
Bilkul, exactly. I think the definitions are also right there, so it's very easy to. The scalability is something I talked about already. The MVP is an interesting concept. So MVP is the product version with only core features for testing. So instead of waiting, putting in so much money for in a product and just trying to have the most perfect product out there, sometimes startups and entrepreneurs or big successful people recommend to just have an MVP, the basic one. And then you should invest your money after you've got feedback from your customers, because that will help you to truly target the right spots. And then growth hacking is creativity and innovation for growth. Here are a few books. Please feel free to take pictures. Really good books on startups that you should consider. 0 to 1 is one of the most famous ones, and then the Lean Startup is another one that typically stands out. But here are some books interested in starting your own startup. Interesting thing that you can focus on. If you're truly interested, there are also websites here that can help you find funding. So you can also find funding online, or you can find VCs online. What are VCs?
Venture
Yes. So venture capitalists can be found online, and there are also local ones in Shark Tank. जैसे competitions बहुत lower level पे भी हो रहे हैं, so you can find funding from there as well. That's another interesting place to find funding. So before we proceed, do you guys have any sort of questions so far? Anything that you guys want to ask? Anyone? Great. So then again, as I shared, Invest Punjab business for. So जैसे Invest Startup Punjab है, वैसे Invest Punjab भी एक ऐसी प्रॉपर्टी प्राइवेट एंड पब्लिक मिलके स्टार्ट की गई है दैट कैन हेल्प आउट स्टार्टअप्स टू ग्रो एंड टू इन्वेस्ट इनटू स्टार्टअप्स. And then in the end, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the #1 platform that you need to be active on. If you guys want jobs, if you guys want to do something on your own and have a presence, LinkedIn is your go-to platform. This is the best place for you to reach people also. पहले अब इतना ट्रेडिशनल नहीं रहा जैसे पहले आप रेज्यूमेज भेजते थे, ईमेल करते थे या इंडीड वगैरह पे ढूंढते थे. LinkedIn is in fact a better platform and it offers a premium feature also that lets you directly mail CMOs and HR managers directly of big companies. So you should have a very strong profile presence here, and also just try that you are very active here, so you can post and you can also become a content creator there. So this is most of what I had. There is a Q&A session, right? So I would like to open the floor for any questions that you guys would want to ask me, or any interaction that you guys would want me to have with you guys. So totally open for that. Any questions that you guys, yeah?
Ma'am, so you just said that we should have a strong presence over the LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So what are the steps? How can we move in that direction? How can we make our profile strong on LinkedIn?
Great question.
Basically, how can we be more active on LinkedIn?
So the best way to be most active is if you post more often. So it allows you to create posts. You can also do videos, but इसमें that reel feature. So YouTube and Instagram have reels a lot. So the best way to go viral on those platforms is making reels and shorts and whatnot. LinkedIn is different. LinkedIn focuses more on content. It focuses more on productive tips. Since it's very business oriented, so it has a lot of information on LinkedIn about success tips, how to find the right job. It talks about crypto, NFT, a lot of variety of business topics. So you can find everything here. In fact, you can also try to become a LinkedIn creator, because if you're really interested in all these topics, and अभी influencers Instagram पे बहुत होंगे, but comparatively LinkedIn creators are not as many. So this is a great market for that also. So for content creators who are interested in creating profiles. Other thing is, you should obviously keep a very strong bio. So when you're telling something, so when you're putting in your bio, try to be as creative as possible and fill in the entire thing, be very active, and then try to interact with other people also. So if somebody is posting, repost their content, comment on their things. So that's how your profile will eventually gain some sort of traction.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ma'am, you talked about equality and
Yeah.
feminism.
Yeah.
But जब भी feminism का नाम आता है,
Yeah.
लोग ये चलाते हैं ये सूडो फेमिनिस्ट है.
Right.
She hates men.
Right.
And ये सब जो है बस बकवास है. Don't listen to her or him.
Right.
Whoever is talking about it.
Right.
How do you like tackle those issues? Like कहीं भी अगर हम कहीं भी है ना फेमिनिज्म का नाम लिया जाता है, इधर उधर टॉक अबाउट क्लोजिंग कि हमारे को ये आज़ादी दे दी गई है. We don't talk about real issues that we are facing. या तो हमें सूडो फेमिनिस्ट बोल दिया जाता है, या तो हमारे रियल इश्यूज को साइड रख दिया जाता है, या तो ये कह दिया जाता है हर एक लड़का ऐसा नहीं होता, या फिर ऐसे हर एक जगह नहीं होता. So how do we tackle from that?
Right. I think one thing that we need to understand is it's not men versus women.
Yeah.
A lot of us try to make it as, and not intentionally, sometimes unintentionally, we think it's a men versus women problem. It's not at all. Men who are men today will be fathers tomorrow. So women who are women today might be mothers tomorrow of the other gender. So the point is that we should first try to understand this is not a fight. This is only a way to change the conditioning of the overall society. We're not targeting a particular person because, to be very honest, they are not at fault.
Yeah.
Because they've learned all those things ever since they were little. Because उन्होंने अपने fathers को देखा, वो सब करते हैं, grandfathers को देखा. So unintentionally they're conditioned to be like that. Now education systems like DAV and other good colleges play a major role in this. What steps are the colleges or schools taking to fight against this? That's very, very important. And talking about this thing कि attacks किए जाते हैं, I personally feel sometimes even women don't acknowledge it 100%. Sometimes we might be pseudo-feminist because, let's say, मैं वैसे बोलूँ कि we are equal, and then when somebody has to pick up a heavy bag, I would expect my brother to pick it up. So yes, I am pseudo-feminist. Then why is there that more? So the thing is, instead of just blaming each other, the important thing is we should introspect. Instead of expecting others to do that for us, or we should do that for others, let's try to do it for ourselves first. And if we think we are achieving some level, we should just try to help others out with our learnings.
So do we bash patriarchy?
See, patriarchy is a very common problem in India, and the real solution again is something, it's not easy at all, and it's a very nuanced topic. And I don't feel like I'm the right person to answer this question also. It is a debate that's been going on for years. But I think in our own ways, if we're just making small efforts to change that, I think we are doing our bit. And then eventually on bigger level, change will happen, things will change, but once those smaller level changes start happening. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, great, please.
I wanted to ask about
Yeah.
how can we move from inaction to action? We just talked about just do it, but can
Beautiful
we
question,
get
yeah.
into more details how we can actually do this?
This is a very good question. So before I answer it myself, I would like to ask your friends around you, how do you guys think you can come out from inaction and get into action more? Yes.
We can follow the 5-second rules.
Okay,
Like,
please
just do
explain it to your friends.
Like just do it if you want to do something in the first 5 seconds, otherwise your brain will put an emergency brake on that.
Right. So the 5-second rule is one thing. What else?
Ma'am, the purpose will be so strong. Purpose will be
Right. So the purpose should be strong enough for you to put you into action. Okay. Determination.
That is motivation, of course.
Motivation. You need that motivation. So one thing I would like to talk about is, again, these are a little bookish concepts. I understand what you're saying. कि हम ये बात करके चले जाएंगे. उसके बाद, who will make sure you are doing that action or taking that action? I personally think a big reason why we are not able to take actions is our dependence on technology. We are overly dependent on technology. If you even look at your holidays or your Sundays, how are you spending that day? I think a lot of it must be, from what I'm assuming, maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of those hours are going on technology. And the studies are still coming out, technology is relatively new, smartphones are relatively new, so the real effect they're having on our brains is something even we don't, sorry? We don't understand, we can't fathom right now. But if you see a trend, let's say I'm talking to you right now, in a second I get this notification on my phone and I just check it for a second. In a second my mind will be diverted and I might be getting into something deeper and it will just go away. So the point is, technology, as much good as it has done, it is also doing a lot of harm in our minds, and we are not able to have, I would say, strong minds because of the number of distractions available. So I think one thing that you should try doing is, one, avoid the distractions, lower down your screen times. It's very, very important. I have started a 10 to 6 ka rule on Sundays. I've just thought my Sundays need to be productive because then only my week can be great and I'll be energized to work harder. So 10 to 6, I've just thought I will turn off my internet. There will be only emergency phone calls, no social media, nothing, because I want to spend my Sunday more wisely. So that's maybe one thing that has helped me and might help you. That's one suggestion. And other than that, lowering distractions is one. Second, you should do something that truly energizes you. What's your hobby? What's the one thing that you truly like doing? That's something that, time ka pata hi nahi chalta when you're doing it. What is that one thing for you?
A lot of interests.
Yeah.
कोई भी चीज़ कर सकता हूँ मैं, जैसे कि कोई puzzle solve करती हूँ.
Yeah.
मैंने recently juggling सीखी थी. So
Great, nice.
तो मतलब कुछ भी item मैं pick कर सकता हूँ and then I can just spend time on it and that energizes me.
Perfect, awesome. So it can be anything for anyone. Like you tried juggling, it was interesting for you. Somebody might like reading, so that's a good time off. Somebody might like writing, painting. Whatever it is, when you do that, you feel fresher, you feel better, and you're more energized. So try to increase your energy level as much. When your energy level is increased, automatically that motivation will come. Versus when you're a little, let's say, constantly on TV watching OTT shows, so you won't feel as great by the end of the day. So try to change your routines a little. I think at the end it comes back to our habits. What are our habits? In the morning, what is the first hour of your day? So these things are very, I would say, mainstream लगती हैं, बहुत बारी सुना है. But if you truly work on these things, then I think the change can happen easily. Thank you. Yeah, please. Okay, three of you, anyone?
So basically अभी आपने बोला कि we should develop a habit, right?
Yeah.
तो अभी यहाँ पर कितने बच्चे बैठे हैं? There are many students and they have certain ideas. They want to become entrepreneurs. तो उनकी consistency नहीं हो रही है. They are not consistent towards things. Even if it's me, I'm not very much consistent towards my startup. तो मुझे I want to know कि how to overcome this. Habit develop करना it's very difficult job, right? So how can one be a very consistent person?
For me, it has been books. Books is the one thing that has really motivated me. So when I read books, for example, The Power of Habit is something that I read. It's a book on habit itself. You should look for it and try to read it. Now that's another habit that I don't know if you have or not of reading. If you do and if you can end up reading that book, you will get all your answers and it will truly help you. So one thing is, I think definitely reading the right book can help you in the right direction. And other than that, see, nobody is going to do it for you. At the end of the day, the recognition, the accountability factor should be there. A lot of us are not accountable. We blame it on external situations. Oh, आज मेरे घर कोई आ गया तो मैं इसलिए नहीं कर, कल मैंने कहीं जाना है मैं इसलिए नहीं कर सकती. Whatever, there are always reasons that we let, kind of हावी होने देते हैं अपने आप पे. So that is something that needs to stop. And accountability, जितनी ज़्यादा आपकी habit of accountability बनेगी ना, instead of blaming it on external factors या third party factors that are not in your hand, I think the easier it will get for you to take things in your own hand and then work on it. So that's one thing that we should acknowledge a little. बाकी there are courses online. आजकल इतना कुछ online learning available है that you can always take and figure out. So that's also something that you can look at. Thank you.
जैसे हम बिगिनर होते हैं, जब कुछ सीखने के लिए बहुत एक्साइटेड होते हैं, लेकिन जब हम इंटरमीडिएट पर पहुंच जाते हैं तो वो एक्साइटमेंट चली जाती है और वो लगता है कि ठीक है अब तो आता ही है, अब और क्या सीखना है, और फिर दिल ही नहीं करता वो चीज़ करने का उसके बाद.
Right.
तो उसको कैसे?
Then you have to find new purposes. To be very honest, if your purpose today is, let's say, to just learn a skill, let's say to learn coding, to learn Python, and then eventually you spend 6 months on it and you've learned the language, and then after that you will obviously feel like, oh, just working on it will be a little dull. I would say find a new passion, maybe uski expert level pe jana, just trying to code in a few number of hours and whatever, you can set up different goals for it. I think setting up goals is one thing that will always motivate you no matter what. When you achieve one goal, move on to the next one. What's your next goal going to be? And then just trying to rethink, and maybe if Python se bore ho gaye ho, overall as a language, you can move on to the next language. Oh, I want to do coding, that is my one purpose, but Python ho gaya, I can move on to C++, for example. So just keep, I think remotivating would only happen if you keep on switching your goals also. Switching is not the right word, I would say, kind of adding on to your goals. So I think that was one good way to keep yourself pushed and motivated. Yeah.
And what qualities or skills do you look when you are hiring your employees?
Okay. So I first and foremost look for a good learner. Is my number one skill. I don't care as much if somebody has had a lot of experience in something or not, but if they're willing to learn and if they're truly inquisitive and they're truly curious to learn, that's one thing. Because see, while running a startup now, even I don't know what kind of work profiles will come up in the future. Things keep changing. They're so I would say fluid that ways that they're not stagnant. कि ऐसे आज ऐसे requirement है तो कल भी उसी job role में वही requirement रहेगी. So for that you need a mindset that's always willing to grow and learn. If somebody comes in with a very stubborn mindset कि oh this is what I can offer and that's it, that's a big no for me already. So one thing is of course looking for someone who is open to change, open to experiment, and because we as a company are very open to those things. And then second is of course skill. Skill at the end, skill is not replaceable. So if somebody is skilled and somebody is a great writer, for example, and I am running a news channel, so I would obviously need great writers. So somebody who's a truly great writer, I don't compromise on that because it's very hard to find in a local region like Jalandhar or Punjab. So skill is again irreplaceable. So you should be skilled, but also you should be a great learner. So these are two important things for me. Yes. Please.
Where will you see your True Scoop business upcoming 5 years?
Okay, so my True Scoop. Yeah.
More question.
Yeah.
And how would you make the entry barrier more stronger as compared to if your competitors just want to come into the industry, and how will you make your True Scoop as a more diversified or an expansion or a different towards other competitors?
Yeah.
And how would you make your entry barrier more stronger so that they cannot compete with you?
Yeah, very, very good question. So how can my barrier of entry in this field get stronger? Because right now it's not at all strong. It's so, So it's, right now anybody with a website can start a news channel. It's as simple as that. So if somebody is a journalist, they're done with their news channel, they want to just start something, it's as easy as that. How I think I can make my barrier to entry harder, or I can make it harder for new people to come in is I can make my brand stronger. So at the end it's a branding game, to be very honest. The stronger my brand is, the harder it will be because new channels come up. But for them to build a brand will take a lot of skills but also a lot of time. So time is a major factor in building a brand because definitely more people know us today than they did when we started, So the stronger my brand or other brands in the industry get, the harder it will be for other people to come and break us. Second thing is technology. Any day AI has come in the picture, artificial intelligence. And with artificial intelligence coming in the picture, we already had plans to implement that a few months ago also, but recently with ChatGPT coming in and Bard coming in very soon, whatever flop show they put on Google, but still I'm sure they will work on it and they'll come in very smoothly in the future. So it's going to be a technology game at the end of the day. How quickly can you produce a breaking news, for example, or how authentic can you stay while being fast, or keeping those factors in mind and using AI to improve our working would be another way. If we can just cash in on that right now, we would be able to stop other competitors to enter the industry as in the future, I would say. Yeah.
In the previous days, in the past 10 or 15 years, local industry was very booming industry, and now the local industry was not present at a very, very rapid rate.
Yeah.
And the Vivo and Oppo was generating their mobiles in a very quick zone.
Yeah.
As compared to the Apple, they are producing their phones in once a year.
Yeah.
And in this industry, is it more important to create a content in a regular or consecutive ways, or to make a news which is create a more impact, or you can produce only one news that is create a more impact? Because the media and then the followers that you are having in India, they are more entertaining enough.
Yeah.
So they want a very reels. They more want to scroll enough.
Right.
So it is important for the True Scoop is to get into the details, or getting a one news, or to get a consecutive news.
Very good question again. So I think a lot of the thing depends on positioning. Where are we trying to position our brand? So brand positioning, for example, when first post came in the picture, initially everybody was doing news on a regular basis. Then first post said, we will not do it. We will just have one story in a week, and that story will be so good that people will end up doing it. So it depends on what kind of work we're trying to do. Eventually the goal for True Scoop would be, we're coming up with a premium plan, so we want more loyal readers. So if somebody is reading us, eventually they will have to, and that's how everybody is doing now. Subscription model has come in the picture. So we would be focusing on that. And trying to get as many brand lovers to subscribe to the news channel as possible. In terms of the content, so the thing is, sadly, India mein the consumer of entertainment news are probably like 70%. So news channel का, बड़े news channel का भी जो traffic आता है, जो users आती है, viewership आती है, typically entertainment news से ज़्यादा आती है. तभी आप देख लो जितने मर्जी बड़े channel होंगे, उनका अपना एक entertainment section होएगा ही होएगा. E-Times is one of them. NDTV के सबके अपने entertainment sections बने हैं.
You are focusing on your 70%, then it will not affect your vision that I want to create a social change. And instead of not focusing on the social change and 70% audience that is more entertaining, so that will not affect your vision.
It will definitely. That's why we have to figure out a way to sustain this business as well as do what we are here for. So the balance is very, very important. So the reason is, if you're doing stories that are truly, meaningful, and we are doing a lot of that work, but if you look at the viewership, comparatively it is very low if we're doing versus if you're doing an entertainment news. So that's a reality that I'm sharing. It's the inside story that I'm sharing with you all. Now, how do we create that balance where we're also getting revenue, we're also sustaining our staff, we're also putting in money, and we're also doing meaningful work is a challenge. And in the longer run, we'll be able to do more of that once we have a subscriber model in place. As I just said, once we have a loyal subscribers, they'll know why they're subscribing to us, and they are the ones then who will kind of support this. So independent journalism is the answer to this question. Then the more independent journalism there is, the easier it will be. Yes. Good afternoon.
मैम एक्चुअली जैसे आपने कहा कि ना किसी भी न्यू बिजनेस को स्टार्ट करने के लिए फंडिंग बहुत जरूरी है या अपने पास पैसे होना बहुत जरूरी है, लेकिन हमारे पास तो हमें पैसे देने वाले हमारे पेरेंट्स ही है जी। तो उनको कैसे बनाया जाए हमारे न्यू बिजनेस को स्टार्टअप करने के लिए? उन्हें कैसे बनाया जाए? क्योंकि या बिजनेस स्टार्ट करने के बाद बनाया जाए या फिर पहले ही बनाया जाए?
वेरी गुड, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एंड रियल लाइफ प्रॉब्लम पे है बेसिकली। सो
मेरे पास काफी बिजनेस आइडियाज है। हाँ जी। और वो ऐसे है कि फिर ना उनको मनाया जाए, कैसे मनाया जाए?
देखो, one way to, if you are independent enough now, so you don't need your parents, you take a loan. If you truly believe in your idea, parents se lo, kisi aur se lo, that is out of question. Then because you're putting in your own money, then you don't have to be answerable to anyone for it. It's a big risk, and not a lot of people are willing to take it at this point of time.
मैम अगर उस बिजनेस में ज्यादा ही पैसा चाहिए फिर कहाँ से लेंगे?
As I said, start small. ज्यादा ही पैसा चाहिए वाले businesses जो हैं वो बहुत बड़ा risk है, and as a student, very few of us are smart enough and skilled enough to just get to that level. I'm not discouraging anyone. I'm a believer of ideas, and if you have ideas, you should definitely work on it. But my point here is, try to cut it down. So आपका idea maybe इतना बड़ा है. How can you work on maybe this section of it with as little money in the beginning as possible? And उतना पैसा डाल के देखो. Is it giving you returns? Because without returns, a startup is nothing. So अगर returns नहीं आ रहे, आप grow नहीं कर सकते. So keep that bigger pie. Idea, vision उसी का रखो. छोटा सा एक लेके आओ उसमें से. And then of course it depends on the parents also. If they are supportive enough, if they are open enough, sit with them, talk to them, and talk about why you want to do it. As I said, coming back to the purpose of it, why? अगर आपके पास idea है, what is the true impact that your idea will have, and how will it solve people's problems? Is something you should convey to them also. And if they understand, so you're lucky and blessed, and you should take their money and put it. If not, then you should ideally put in your own money, but a smaller amount. Don't put in too much money, and जितना रिजल्ट आता है उसको फीडबैक मैकेनिज्म में डाल के फिर ग्रो करो इवेंचुअली. थैंक यू. एनीथिंग एल्स? हाँ जी.
How difficult is it to be centrist in this political scenario?
Very. So you want to talk about Punjab politics or the whole India? Overall. Did you see the raid at BBC recently? BBC was raided. You know why and after what incident did they? What was it?
They got a documentary.
Yes.
This was against the government, kind of.
Against Mr. President. Yeah. I mean Prime Minister. I'm so sorry, Mr. Prime Minister.
After that, their offices, main offices in Mumbai.
Yeah.
One notice they were raided by the
Yeah. Yeah. And funny enough, we've been getting inside stories on the same thing. It is not the first incident. It was highlighted quite a bit. But other big news channels that were kind of working. अच्छा, आपने गौतम अडानी का देखा? He bought over NDTV. So NDTV was always considered to be a news organization that would really speak up and was honest, authentic था. And that has been bought by Gautam Adani. Now Adani and जो ये सारी report आई है recently, has anyone followed that? that basically the report that speaks that Adani is a fraud and the whole empire that he's built. It's a very long report, and it's kind of the malpractices that Mr. Adani has done in the past few years to build his business at such a large scale. The report is basically highlighting that. So, to be very honest, at the upper level there are a lot of things that are getting managed, and sadly enough the impact is felt here also, but we are not even aware how we are impacted. So coming back to the question, can you repeat the question? I think I went into a lot of stories. What is the exact question so I can give you
How difficult is it to be centrist?
So the difficulty comes in here. Right now, not very much, because we are not impaneled by the center government. So impanelment means they'll be advertising with us. So what has happened locally, to be, again, this is all inside information that I'm sharing. Ever since Aam Aadmi Party came into picture, they have tried to control the media. So whoever is writing against them, let's say there was a story that came out that Aam Aadmi Party, our CM Mr. Bhagwant Mann will be doing kind of a tie-up with Tajikistan. Like, I don't even know how to pronounce the place, and I don't think it's a very renowned place for education systems, but it was highlighted by the government so much. So we did a story just questioning why this particular country and what models do we think we want to bring in, because the education system, we looked at the rankings also, India was way above that country. So why are we partnering up with for education with that country? So that was a basic story we did. So there were other stories that we've done also along similar lines, and Aam Aadmi Party has picked up those stories, flagged us, and we were in panel with the government. They were advertising with us, Punjab government, and when we came up with the stories, everybody got ads except for us. So they were trying to, again, at the end, they outrightly told us, they're low-level people, that if you continue to write stories against the government, your advertisements will not be sanctioned. And it was a very interesting point for us also, because we're not even taking local ads. So how do we figure out that balance? But that said, that was only motivation enough to keep doing it. It meant that our stories were having an impact. You know, they were affected by the stories we were writing, and it was a great proud moment for us. And that's how we took it. And what we're trying to do is just make it as independent as possible for the same reason, because we don't want to be liable on the government, on the private parties. And that can only happen if we have our readers watching us enough and paying for their own subscriptions.
It just makes them look more suspicious.
Yeah.
And they cut off the ads.
Yeah, definitely. So Ajit, you guys must be knowing Ajit. So the founder of Ajit also wrote a very big note about the same. Even their advertisements at some point were stopped. And he wrote exactly कि पहले कितनी parties आई हैं. They've done a lot of things, but nobody tried to control the media like the Aam Aadmi Party is trying to do. So yeah, that's just one anecdote. I think, should we wrap this up?
Yes.
All right. Okay, there's, I think, one question. I will take the last one. Hanji.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
मैम सक्सेस को हमेशा एक्सपेक्ट करती है मैम, बट हमने ना कुछ प्लान किया, वी प्लान समथिंग, बट इट डिडंट वर्क द वे वी हैव प्लान. हमने जैसा सोचा था वैसा वो नहीं हुआ. देन व्हाट नेक्स्ट? उससे ओवरकम कैसे करेगा? स्टार्टअप जैसे हमने कुछ सोचा था कि चलेगा, बट वो उस तरीके से नहीं चल पाया.
पहले तो आप ये सोच के स्टार्ट करो कि नहीं चलेगा. टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, बिकॉज 99% ऑफ द टाइम्स जो आप सोचते हो वैसा कभी नहीं होता. सो योर माइंडसेट शुड नॉट बी जो मैंने सोचा है वैसा ही होना है. On the opposite hand, affirmations are great. You should try to be as positive as possible also, but back end pe you should be prepared. If this doesn't work, then only your strategy has to change, not your goal. Goal आपका, I personally believe your eventual purpose or goal should be the same always. What you should then change is your strategy. अगर वो नहीं हुआ, maybe because you did something wrong. Don't blame it on external factors. Try to do the same or achieve the same goal differently through a different strategy. Maybe that will help. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for this rational counseling session. We are very fortunate to have you among us. Now I would like to invite Dr. Rajiv Puri ji, convener IIC, for a word of thanks.
Welcome everyone. So I hope this was quite an interactive session. And we started with the notion, and a lot of things were discussed regarding the attitude and behavior development. And I'm sure that you'll be enlightened with all this talk. बहुत सी चीज़ें मैम ने डिस्कस करी हैं, कैसे आपको करियर शुरू करना है, how you want to be successful. If you want to be successful, you need to create your plans. Planning is very important. So after this workshop, we are going to have a small exercise for you. So maybe in a group of 3 or 4 people, you take a paper and you prepare a proposal for any kind of business or job or whatever you want to do. And we'll evaluate that, and then we'll give a certificate to the best presentations that you are going to make. Sure? Are you ready to do this? Yes. Good one. So on behalf of IISc Council, I'm thankful to Ma'am Khyati for this wonderful talk. And we'll be having many more lectures, ma'am, like this. It was quite good. Thank you so much.
This was a beautiful workshop and has inspired every student. We would like to thank you very much, ma'am. Now, everyone please stand up for the national anthem.
So students, we'll be giving you a 30 minutes time. You need to complete your proposal, 1 or 2 pages, just 1 or 2 pages. And after that, you need to submit the proposal to the student coordinator over here. We are going to collect all these proposals and then we'll evaluate those proposals later on and we'll announce the winners in the next activity. Let's get together to have a group photograph. Yeah, sure.
बच्चे आप लोग साथ ही खड़े हो बाहर